Often within the business committee, we have been talking of the Clèir Eilean Ì Way, the Shlia na Clara. We are young, barely 10 and a half months old, learning to crawl, learning to walk and to run. And as that young baby, we bring the genetic code, the shared memories of 9 former presbyteries and many more opinions. We bring all that into the mix as we seek to establish our identity, living out our vision to become a network of spirit-filled, self-sustaining local churches, reaching out with the gospel of Jesus, bringing salt and light to our communities. And along the way, so many things shape and influence that journey. Scripture, tradition, experience, reason. Some will recognise that as the Wesleyan quadrilateral. And somewhere along the way, we also bring in the practice and procedure of the Kirk and our culture. More of that in a moment. And when we think of practice and procedure, some might be ready to ditch it all. But before we throw the baby out with the bathwater, let's reflect that the acts and regulations, deliverances of General Assembly are there to guide and to protect. And, well, I always remember 30-some years ago studying a course at St Mary's College, St Andrews, with Professor Shaw, a course on law and doctrine in the Church of Scotland. And I don't actually remember a great deal from it, but one thing I always remember was Professor Shaw saying, when the laws of the Church prevent you from doing a good thing, it's time to change the laws of the Kirk. And there are processes to do that. And if we want to initiate some of those as a presbytery, we can. So currently we are in a process of reviewing our standing orders. They were agreed in the transition process. And now we need to bring our practice and our into line with our standing orders. And sometimes that will mean amending standing orders. Sometimes that will mean amending our practice. Committee membership, we're still ironing out a few issues around there. Delegated powers, who as individuals or committees have authority to act on presbytery's behalf as we work with fewer meetings through the year across our very large area. We're also, as you know, working on a strategic plan. Thank you to all who have responded to the survey. There's still a lot of work to do on that. I haven't seen all the results. I have seen those that came in digitally, and it would seem that some of the emerging themes are the need for more collaborative support, revitalised mission work, networking opportunities to share good practice, resources and ideas. We need to empower the whole people of God in our community engagement. We need to recognise and celebrate the impactful initiatives around our congregations, developing worship leadership, digital ministry development and training, financial admin support and financial support. So we're developing that strategy, that shared model of how we seek to be Clèir Eilean Ì. But any strategy is only ever as good as the underlying culture. You've maybe heard it said that culture eats strategy for breakfast. And there's a lot of good, positive vibe, good culture, good feeling around Clèir Eilean Ì. There can also be the negative thoughts. Oh, it'll never work. We've tried it before. It's too big. And we need to move forward. We need to stop trying to save the church and celebrate that life as a follower of Jesus is good, and we have good news to share with all. We need to stop pushing back against the institution, but work with it as we change, as we work to progress towards our shared goals and aims, to be innovative, to be risk-taking, experimenting. And if the rules really don't allow us to do that, then we need to take the appropriate action to challenge them. The Clèir Eilean Ì Way is emerging, it's developing, and together we shape our journey forward with Jesus.